are with homework number 5 on tangent lines. And I'm going to do number 3 to start. The directions say determine if xy is a tangent to circle z. So we want to find out if this is indeed a tangent, and the way we do that is to use Pythagorean to see if it's a right angle right there at x, and if it is, then xy is a tangent. If the Pythagorean doesn't work, then this is not going to be a tangent. So plugging in to a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now remember, c has to be the hypotenuse, so that would be 20, right? Because if this is the supposed right angle, the hypotenuse is across from that. So then we can plug in the legs, 8.5 squared plus 5 squared, and it doesn't matter which one is which on that, equals 20 squared. So now let's check this on the calculator. So I'm going to do 8.5 squared plus 5 squared, and that equals 97.25. 20 squared is 400. They are not equal. All right, so 8.5 squared plus 5 squared was 97.25, so we can plug that in here. It does not equal 400. So that means xy is not tangent. So xy is not a tangent. Okay? Let's take a look at number 5. So for number 5, it says find the value of x. Assume that segments that appear to be tangent are tangent. So now they're telling us this is tangent. If we know it's tangent, then we can use Pythagorean to find x. So again, the hypotenuse is going to be across from the right angle. So our legs would be 9, oh, let's write a squared plus b squared equals c squared. All right, so my leg, 9 squared, plus the other leg is 14 squared, and that's going to equal x squared. So going to the calculator, 9 squared, we know that's 81, plus 14 squared. So that gives me 277. All right. So 81 plus 196 should equal x squared, and we got 277 for that. Take the square root, x equals the square root of 277, and I get, let's plug that in, square root of 277, 16.6. So we want to actually write down what it is. So that's approximately 16.6. So x is 16.6. All right, and then I'm going to do one on the back because all of these others are similar. So let's take a look at number 14. This one has a few more steps to it. We have to find FD. They're giving us CD and ED. All right, let's just take a look at what it says here. It says find each value or measure. Assume that segments that appear to be tangent are tangent. So we know that these are tangents. And based on the rule that we learned yesterday, these two must be congruent because they're coming from the same external point. So if these two are congruent, then we can set them equal to solve for x. And the reason I want to solve for x is because I want to know what the length of one of these tangents are, particularly this one, because we're going to use this right triangle. All right, they're the same, but we're going to use this right triangle. So setting those equal, I'm going to subtract 4x. So I get 9x minus 6 equals 11. Okay, and then add 6. Oops, I just realized that I wrote this wrong. This is 16. So that's going to change some things here. All right, so if I subtract 4x, I get 9x. But if I add 16, let's see, I'm going to add 16 right here. That's going to give me 27. All right, so I just fixed this right here. This was supposed to be negative 16. So right here, this is minus 16. All right, so now that'll cancel out. And here we get 27. So 9x equals 27. X equals 3. All right, so now I know x is 3. I can plug that in right here to figure out what the length of ED is. So let's find ED. ED is 4x plus 11. So now I'm going to plug in what I got here. X is 3. So that equals 4 times 3 plus 11. So 12 plus 11 is 23. So now I know that this side of the triangle is 23. Here's my right angle. I want to find the hypotenuse now. So I have to use Pythagorean. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. The legs are 12 and 23. So 12 squared plus 23 squared equals c squared. So let's see, let's get the calculator again. 12 squared plus 23 squared is 673. So c squared equals 673, and I want c, not c squared, so I need to take the square root of that, and that's approximately, let's see, second square root of my previous answer, so 25.9. So that's my missing side. That's side ED, 25.9. All right, so you could have used this one. You could have plugged in here. You're still going to get 23. You have to recognize that's a radius, so it's the same. So you could have used either triangle, but the 12 was given to you here. Doesn't really matter. All right, so good luck on the rest of it. Keep in mind that a lot of these are going to be multiple steps. So just start doing what you know, and it kind of unfolds what you need to do next. Good luck. See you tomorrow.